Hey everybody, just came in from a very, very bitterly cold -27. Anyhow, and before I get started with my day, like I said, I'm going to upload when I have something to say. And I have something to say today. And I'm going to take a cliche that I thought about the other day. All right? And here it is. And I want to see how true it is. The concept is no good deed goes unpunished. Now, when someone does a good deed for me, I tend to pay them back and be very cognizant of that. Not that I feel I owe or I have to do something nice, but it's just cool. It's a pay it forward thing. So when someone pays it forward to me, I pay it forward as well. And I remember who did good things for me. And I also remember who did bad things to me, right? So I thought of that concept and I said, well, it doesn't always apply, but it does apply sometimes. And it's applied often for me, but I'll tell you when, not all the time. I'll give you a couple of examples. Many moons ago, it was like I had a different life. I was in a position of power in a pretty big company, and I had hired this person to do this pretty important job. Now, this man had been out of a job for a number of years, not out of a job, but out of this realm. Okay, it was in the transportation industry. And what happened was he was working in a meat packing plant. He needed work. He had to pay for his apartment, but he knew his stuff. He was a little older. And I remember convincing my boss that he'd be a really good candidate. Sure enough, he was. And he rebuilt his career. So, years passed, time moved forward. And one day I reached out to him and I needed something. And he was more than there for me. And so we've rekindled our friendship, and he's one of the good ones. He remembered the good that I'd done for him. So in this case, can't say that no good deed goes unpunished, because my good deed, if you will, even though to me it wasn't a good deed, it was just normal, didn't go unpunished. I have many, many such examples, but I have alternative examples as well of when good deeds do go punished. And I'll tell you what I filtered. When good deeds go punished. When the cliche is true, in other words. Good deeds go punished when you do something good for a narcissist. Every time, 100% of the time. Whether they manipulate you into doing the good deed, whether they ask you directly, anytime you do a good deed for a narcissist, it will go punished. And I'll tell you why I suspect that to be the case. Narcissists don't like feeling obligated to anybody. Narcissists don't like feeling and seeing their own weakness. Okay? Now, needing help to me isn't a sign of weakness, and asking for help isn't a sign of weakness. We need help sometimes. We're human, right? Narcissists don't like admitting that to themselves. They're very weak people, actually, but they hate admitting it. Now, an empath sees the weakness. No matter what the narcissist says, the empath sees what the core of that person is. Now, when you're younger and you're a little naive to the whole spiel, that self-perception of that particular animal, is actually, how can I put it, as fallacious as it is, this is their self-perception. They're going to hold on to it at all costs, even if their lives are miserable. Do not, when a narcissist asks you for help or tries to manipulate you into doing something for them, refrain. Do not help. Block, stop, do whatever you have to do. And don't feel bad about it either, because I can guarantee you 100% that your good deed will go severely punished. They don't like feeling obligated, they don't like sensing their weakness, and they don't like the fact that you know that they have a weakness. Every time I've helped narcissists, I've had to pay the price. That's what the mobbings were. Another time that good deeds will go punished is if you help an idiot. Some people are absolutely beyond naive. They have no clue, all right? They don't see themselves. They don't want to see themselves. They believe all of the mainstream narratives. They may not be narcissists, but they're brain dead. Beyond brain dead, actually. They have absolutely no vibe, and they're at a very low level of consciousness. Helping these types of people guarantees the same thing, that your good deed will go punished. I remember one specific incident at work where I helped a colleague whose English language skills were very poor, and I helped them formulate an application. And I put in a lot of time and effort into doing this. Now, and it was great. They wanted to, go up the ladder, and I was more than happy to help, naively on my part. So I helped the person, and ultimately what the person did was, try to say, like, now I'm in the pool. Like, look, I'm in the pool. Not remembering that I'm the one who helped them get there. This was during the time of my mobbing, and it was like to show that the system works. Like, the total, and I looked and I said, this person's an idiot, but I was a bigger idiot for helping them. So, who do you help then? Right? Do you help anybody? Of course you do. When somebody sincerely asks you for help, okay, help them. It's as simple as that. Depending on a couple of factors. A, don't take your time, because time, to me, giving time is very important. All right? Do not take your time. Again, do not lay pearls before swine. Right? Very important to keep that in mind. So if you're dealing with swine, no pearls, no help, nothing. All right? But if you see somebody's in need of help, and the person is a normal person, if you will, or pretty sincere, why not help? Also, don't offer help where the person hasn't really asked for it, and don't assume they need help when they may not need your help or want your help. Don't infantilize people. Don't think you know better than they do. So in terms of this whole concept, I say keep your feet on the ground. If you have a vibe, keep your vibe high and strong, all right? And help where it's warranted and when it's warranted. Never help a narc, and never help somebody who's at a low level of consciousness. That's it. I wish you all a great day. Love, peace, respect, self-respect to all the good people out there. And to the rest of you,